I think I'm very optimistic for Africa in a connected world. Secondly, Africa's 54 countries, and I understand that there's a huge diversity there. And I think the way I would say to people in Kenya is that companies like Google provide great tools for people and for business, but it's up to you as entrepreneurs, as innovators, as citizens, how you use those tools. I would just encourage people to look up and look out at what's happening around the world and be part of that connected world. And it's really for Kenyans to determine the future that they want to have. But from the people I've been speaking to, whether it be government ministers, big business leaders, entrepreneurs who are running small businesses, students who are doing startups, the spirit is there. And it's now a question of being ambitious and seeing what you can achieve. But the big opportunity for the Kenyan economy is that every business today is a digital business, because there are going to be 5 billion digital consumers. So whether you are producing coffee or flowers, or making children's furniture, or selling hardwood flooring, all of these traditional businesses can now think globally from the start. Because if I'm in Ghana and I want hardwood flooring, if I'm in Canada and I want children's furniture, if I'm in Japan and I want to access African music, I can. And you can find those companies, and that's the big change that's happened. Before, it was not economic for somebody to advertise in a newspaper in Canada that they sell Kenyan coffee. But today, with Google, you can appear anytime somebody's searching for good coffee in Canada, and you can sell to them. And that's a huge opportunity. So the big opportunity for Kenya, as the economy transforms to traded goods, built on the agricultural base that you have, with great entrepreneurs, the big opportunity is that every business can be digital too. And that means they can grow faster, that means they can export, that means they can create more jobs. We have a great team based here in the capital who work with businesses every day to show them the kind of tools that are available. And the other thing we try to do is we try to make our products really easy for businesses to use. So for example, there's a tool called Google Trends. You can find it by searching Google, and it will allow you to look at how the world searches for different words. So you might imagine you're making children's furniture. You can see where in the world are people searching for children's furniture. How are searches over time? You know, is there a big peak at Christmas? Is it a big summer market? When they search for children's furniture, what other words are they using? And that can help you decide, what does my website need to say? Where in the world should I be targeting to go marketing and selling my products and services? So our team here can help people to do that. We only make money when our customers are making more money. And right now Kenya is at a fairly early stage in e-commerce. So, but Google's here for the long term. You know, so we believe if we can help access content, education, and if we can help Kenyan businesses to think global, so that every business is a digital business, in the long run, Google can also be successful. You know, you can search the entire internet in seconds just by speaking to your phone. You can find video on almost any subject just by speaking to your phone. You can find your way around in detail using Google Maps. And all of these services are free, and they're paid for by advertising. And that's one of the things that I think sets Google apart, is we want to make those services available for the poorest people and the richest people in exactly the same standard. And we can do that because of the advertising model that funds it. So what we're doing in Uganda, to be clear, is we have invested in fibre that connects, effectively there's a big pipe under the sea, and we're connecting that big pipe into the local market, and then internet service providers can take from that pipe and send to consumers. So it's a wholesale thing for us to do. And the majority of internet service providers there now have tapped into that service. Why is it a good thing? Well, because if they all share that, it lowers their cost. That means that they can provide lower price services to consumers. Sometimes the telcos have a debate about how they should fund investment. So our view is, if we build great services that people want, that drives people to go to stores and buy mobile phones and pay for data packages. And I've spent some time yesterday in the Safaricom store right in the centre of Nairobi and in the market, Luthuli market, and I went and bought mobile phones and talked to the store people and talked to customers about why they were buying and what they were buying for. And they're all saying, well, I'm buying because I want to have the internet, I want to have WhatsApp, I want to have access to great apps, I want to watch YouTube videos, I want to be on Facebook, I want to use Google Search. So it's pretty clear that people pay for telco services because of these tools. So our view would be that's driving demand for telco services. Some telcos say, well, your services cause us to need to invest in bandwidth, so you should pay us. And we're saying, well, no, our services are what gives you the chance to drive people into your store. And if you've talked to any customer going into that market to buy a phone, or going into Safaricom to pay for data, or to buy a mobile device, they're saying they're buying it because they want access to the apps and to the services.